Where am I? What's happening? Who are you? Oh yes, potions. Why don't I have any of those? A question you probably ask yourself very often. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only can you get some, you can make them. Oh yeah, it's time to get back to basics. D&D basics. Potions in Dungeons & Dragons come in a variety of forms, from simple healing potions to the potion of swiftness. Wait, no, I mean the potion of speed. That's the one. When you have a potion in your inventory, the default rules say it's an action to drink it. But most people change that with a supplied variant rule that says you can drink them as a bonus action. That way they're more likely to actually be used and not just stashed and sold later on. The list of potions in the game is extensive, but I'm going to go over at least most of them right now just so you know how far this really goes before we get into how to get and how to make them. That way, hopefully you'll be properly motivated to, want to spend a significant amount of your time specifying to your dungeon master how you create little glowing bottles of drink. Ranked in order of rarity, we begin with the common potion of healing. This potion restores 2d4 plus 2 hit points. There are also higher rarity versions of the healing potion that restore more hit points. At some point in your games, you likely noticed that your DM stopped giving you those little ones and started giving you greater or even superior healing potions instead. What those are, though, we'll get into later. Next comes the potion of climbing. This one is simple. For an hour, you have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed, as well as advantage on athletics checks made to climb. It's alright. That's also it for the common potions. There's just the two of them. Next, uncommon potions. For uncommon potions, we begin with the potion of animal friendship. It just lets you cast animal friendship at will for an hour. That's it. After that is the far more useful potion of fire breath. You can spit up to 3 gouts of fire at single targets within 30 feet over the course of an hour. So you either, save them till the end, use them at the beginning, don't use them at all, and they're wasted after an hour. That's kind of how you're going to go. On a failed dexterity save, after you target someone with it, they'll take 4d6 fire damage. Oh, and these fire breaths? They're bonus actions. Then comes the potion of hill giant strength. It sets your strength to 21 for an hour. Cool. Next. The potion of growth. Love this one. You grow one size as if enlarge was cast on you for 1d4 hours. So you also get the melee damage boost, better strength rolls, and it saves your wizard from having to use their concentration. Subsequently comes the potion of greater healing. It instead heals 4d4 plus 4 instead of the 2d4 one previously. Next comes the potion of poison. It's a potion that poisons. It looks like a healing potion. It poisons like a poison bottle. Only, you don't have to hide it as well. You can just say, hey, you're kind of feeling not so great. Here's a potion of healing. Oops, they're dead. It's also actually really strong if you get it off, and you're probably more likely to get it off because you have to identify it to figure out what it is. Also, it's worse than normal because rules as written, you can't coat your weapons with it. So, trade-offs. You have to make someone drink it, but it's also really easy to make someone drink it. Next comes the potion of resistance. It grants resistance to 1 damage type for an hour. It's set when the potion is made and can't be changed, but hey, I'll take resistance to fire damage. I want to stick my hand in some lava. And lastly, for uncommon potions comes the potion of water breathing. It lets you breathe water for an hour. Very cool. For rare potions, we begin with the potion of clairvoyance. It casts clairvoyance on you. It's a decent spell, it's fine, it's whatever. Next, the potion of diminution casts reduce on you for 1d4 hours, much like the growth one from earlier. It's really good, really cool, higher rarity, because you can get really small, and that's really cool for stealth. It also reduces your ability to carry and punch things, so put it on the rogue. Next comes the potion of gaseous form. Much like clairvoyance, it casts gaseous form on you. A lot of potions are just bottled spells, and yeah, you're going to keep seeing that for a while here. Here is where the next 4 giant strength potions are. Both the stone and frost giant potions, they set your strength to 23. The fire giant one sets your strength to 25, and the cloud giant one takes you to 27. All 4 of them are rare. Potions of superior healing heal for 8d4 plus 8. Pretty great, but not quite the best. But still, for a rare potion, that's pretty good, just like the rare potion of Cloud Giant Strength. Some of these don't make a whole lot of sense where they are, but you know what, we're going to leave them. The Potion of Heroism grants you 10 temporary hit points and casts Bless on you. The effects last for an hour. Cool. The Potion of Invulnerability is misleading. It only grants resistance to all damage. It's good, but that's not invulnerability. Also, wow, one step above from resisting one type of damage is just resisting all damage? Alright, sure. And lastly, for rare potions comes the Potion of Mind Reading. You can cast Detect Magic. It's cool. For the very rare, we've got some fun ones, starting with the Potion of Flying. You can fly for an hour at your walking speed. It's cool. You can walk through air. Get a cloud. I don't know. What do you do when you fly? This tier also houses the strongest healing potion, the Supreme Healing Potion. It restores a whopping 10d4 plus 20 hit points. That's a lot. It's an average of this many. No, I didn't do the math in advance. The Potion of Invisibility lets you be invisible for an hour or until you attack a caster spell. It's just like you cast invisibility, but without concentration. It's cool. The Potion of Longevity. Now, okay, most potions, just bottled spells, or they heal you. This one, very interesting. It lets you get younger by 1d6 plus 6 years permanently. It's just reduce your age. If you're really old, you drink this, boom, you get some more years. But every time you drink one after your first, you have an accumulating 10% chance to instead get older by 1d6 plus 6 years. You can also never get younger than 13 for reasons. Potions of Speed, as I mentioned above, cast haste on you for a minute. So it's really good. And lastly, for the very rare, comes the Potion of Vitality. It cures all exhaustions, poisons, and diseases. You also regain maximum hit points from hit dice used for the next 24 hours. So take your short rests. You don't even gotta roll. And lastly, for the entire list, comes the final giant strength potion, Storm Giant. As a legendary potion, you can drink this thing and have a strength of 29 for an hour. You are actually now strong enough to throw a house. It is insane. Now, of course, there are elixirs, filters, and other potions in other books, but look at how long I've already been talking. That's plenty to whet your appetite for what's to come, and get ideas for creating your own potions as well. The simplest way to get potions in D&D is to just buy them. Just tell your DM you like to ask around town and try and figure out where they're sold. They'll come up with some ideas. Whether it's at a magic shop or a dedicated alchemist or brewmaster, they'll find somewhere for you to buy potions if you want to buy potions. Because as you can see, they're really cool and useful. The other way to find them is in hordes, like a dragon's horde or a dungeon or something. When you finish it, just ask if there are some potions. Your DM might throw you a bone and add a couple, or maybe they already forgot to say what were there. Now, let's get to the real rules behind potion crafting. Come on. Potion crafting begins with one essential thing: proficiency with either the Alchemist's Kit or the Herbalism Kit. Once you have that, you can start brewing. We're given specific rules for creating potions of healing specifically in Xanathar's Guide, and they state that with proficiency, you can spend 25 gold worth of materials and other random things, plus an 8-hour workday to brew a single regular potion of healing. 100 gold worth of materials and a work week, 40 hours, crafts a potion of greater healing. 3 work weeks and 1,000 golds worth of random shit creates a potion of superior healing. And lastly, holy 10,000 gold worth of just stuff, alchemy stuff, and 4 work weeks, an entire month, makes 1 potion of supreme healing. And now you see why it's where it was on the thing from a few minutes ago. It's very, very hard to make. In the same book, They also give us rules for creating other magic items, just random things. And we can extrapolate those, because potions are magic items, in conjunction with the potion of healing rules to generate some other ideas that you can use in your game to craft and make other potions. Of course, since these are not in a book, I mean, even if they are in a book, you need your DM's permission, but since they're not in a book, you need your DM's permission. However, you can make magic items, so if your DM says no to letting you make a potion of greater healing, make a +1 dagger, sell it, and buy a potion of healing. So you can create those outlined above, those potions that we already talked about, or maybe your own. They're easy to imagine since 50% of them, are just bottled spells. So, with proficiency in one of the kits, the herbalism or the alchemy, and a key ingredient as determined by your DM, probably something along the lines of a spell's material component, you can have the makings for a new potion. Also, the character making the potion has to either know the recipe or spend a lot of time figuring one out. That's pretty important. Recipes are important. And lastly, in some cases, the DM may request that the creator of the potion be capable of casting the spell closest to what the potion replicates, but I don't really see a need for that if they know the recipe. Now let's talk cost. The rules specify prices and work times for items based on their rarity. Common items cost 25 gold and take half a work week. Uncommon cost 100 and take a full week. Rare 1k in 5 weeks. Very rare 10k in 12.5 weeks. And lastly, legendary items cost 50k and take 25 work weeks. So basically you're not making yourself a potion of Storm Giant Strength, but you can totally make a potion of Fire Breath. Supposing you've got 100 gold, 40 hours, and some knowledge of potion craft and or fire magic. That's all. Thank you for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're kind of changing things up here in case you couldn't tell, but some things are staying the same, and that is we intend to finish this D&D Basics series, or at least finish as well as we can, to ensure that we can provide as much information on how to play and succeed in this game from the ground up. If there's anything I forgot about potions, how to get them, or how to make them, please leave it in the comments down below. I'll see you all Monday for another episode of Baldur's Gate, but that's it for today, guys. So yeah, bye.